So life across the India-Bangladesh border survives on a fluidity that keeps the pre-partition patterns of mobility and relationships alive. The narratives of women who marry across the Indo-Bangladesh border are particularly marginalized. In one way, when we look at the reasons for crossing the India-Bangladesh border, it may seem that their mobility leads to the fulfillment of aspirations of certain kinds, but the consequences that they're ultimately faced with are very limiting. Therefore, these aspirations need to be viewed in the light of the constraints that they leave behind. Why are they migrating? What is it that is causing this migration? And the constraints that await them in India, which is the constant threat of incarceration that is looming over their head. What they're trying to do is really imagine a better life outside the given framework of the gendered, docile behavior that is expected of them. Now, when they come to India, they're often arrested from railway stations, bus stations upon their arrival, and or it could be like some are often trying to go back to Bangladesh. Some are running away from a brothel because they finally managed to escape from there and are finding their way back to Bangladesh. But when they are arrested, there is no consideration of the circumstances which actually brought them to India. They often refer to the continuum of bhool and aparad. Bhool meaning mistake and aparad meaning crime. So they would often tell me that I know that I did a mistake, Rimple, but it's not a crime. It's not a crime if we look at my mobility across the border in terms of the shared history between India and Bangladesh. The other side is they're really challenging the masculinized, the androcentric perception of a militarized border, which is based on masculine prowess and mutual exclusiveness, that India is one country and Bangladesh is another, and they're completely separate from each other. They're challenging those ideas.